afternoon for football, and we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Now a seventh-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on third down. Stafford under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
In motion left goes Sutton. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Down the left sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. George Karlaftis. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Here's 3rd and 7. Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Throwing is Wilson. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. And this is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now it's Stafford. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. 4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little.
He's got it with the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time the extra point up and good. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Here's Pacheco headed right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
22.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Throw right side complete to Dotson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 6. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Stafford. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. DJ Jones. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Well, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. Now Wilson down around his goal line. This one swung out to Williams. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
On first down, Wilson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. The end result, 21 yards. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead. What's good on the extra point? And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. to about the 35, second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw there hauled in by Claypool.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Here's Stafford. Quick slant, Dotson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Going right back to Dotson. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
53, ready.
They'll run with Gibson. Pushing through the contact. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, Stafford here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Lutz with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think they should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Here's Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down at Stafford. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
32.
Stafford. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Run it, run it, run it.
Now it's Wilson. On the slant, completes to Sutton. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Throwing is Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. To throw is Stafford. And that's incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Stafford.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Pacheco.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is down to 24. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
On 2nd down, Williams. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. On 3rd down, Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
This is intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford.
Now throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Stafford.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Chase Claypool. 27 yards. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a 2-point conversion. Now they'll audible to something else. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. A give to Williams, running right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He's going to get it again. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Williams stopped up short of the goal line on 4th down. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
From his own goal line, Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And now Stafford's going to move him around.
Stay 50, stay 50. Hey, give me radar.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
21.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Hey, 22.
Now it's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Hey, middle. Alert. Hey, 5-0.
Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off actually.
Oh, these niggas run the same play, too. You gotta let these niggas have it.
This is on the afternoon, and the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
To throw is Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Williams brings it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Going right back to Dodson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirit. He's got a man, complete. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 70 yards. And the Broncos up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Hey, 22!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man. That's Richie James. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On first down at Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
They'll drop this off to Pacheco. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
Alert!
Stafford. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Hey, 0.
Wilson wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very